Good morning and welcome to Fort Zeller Elementary School. This is your principal, Mr. Lin, and I hope that you had a wonderful Monday yesterday. Today is Tuesday, March 26, 2019, and it is day one. Now, before we kick off this wonderful day, please consider the word honesty. That's the character trait we are highlighting all this month of March. Think about what it looks like in your life, what it means to you, what it should look like among your friends. And don't forget, honesty is one of the easiest things to do in life when you're following all the expectations. When you're making the right decisions, you're making good judgments in life. But what if you've made a decision that has hurt somebody or a decision you regret? Perhaps it's a decision that was poorly thought out. And when you're asked about those decisions, those errors, how honest are you? Think about it. Because all of a sudden, honesty becomes one of the hardest things. We've talked about this all month. But I think it's really important when you're called to the carpet, when you are asked about your decisions, I encourage you to build up the courage and the bravery to admit that you did make a poor decision. And then the next part of that bravery is to make plans to fix it. Okay, so just know that you have the power to fix those poor decisions, but it starts with honesty. Don't forget, that's an incredible part about honesty. It allows you to start fixing those problems. Now, the Race for Education fundraiser is still going on. Don't forget, this is the very last week of the Race for Education fundraiser. Our goal is to get to $8,000. We're about a fourth of the way there. And we do have some movement in our leaderboard. Miss Kane's class is in a $200 lead. They have a commanding lead, and we really got to give them a lot of credit for it. But in the second place position, we have Miss Yoakum's AM kindergarten class taking that spot. They have really moved up in the last few days. Behind Miss Yoakum in the third place position, you have Miss Booth's class. Now, Miss Booth's class wasn't even on the leaderboard just 3 days ago. They have steadily made a rise, and now they are in third place. Imagine that. Mr. Gantz's class has consistently been in the top 5. They're in the fourth place position. Miss Zurich's class, the AM class, is in the fifth place position. Miss Lucky's class is in the sixth place position. And then you have Miss Ogrechek and Miss Eshelman's class in the 7th and 8th place position. Miss McDonald's class is in the 9th place position. And Miss Frederick's class has tied it up, also in the 9th place position. So good job, everybody. Don't forget, all the money that you raise for Race for Education really gets used for you. Everything that you do here, as far as learning, the academic goals, if you're in second grade, what you are supposed to learn here at Fort Zeller is essentially the same as what a student in Pittsburgh might be learning. So oftentimes we want to make Fort Zeller to be extra unique. I mean, you are a special student and your friends are a special class. That's where the PTO comes in. The PTO gets to come up with fun, unique activities that we can be a part of, assemblies and events. Those things make Fort Zeller special, and the money that we raise makes that possible. So don't forget, the money that we're raising through Friday for Race for Education, the money gets used for the rest of the year as well as into next year as a way to come up with great, unique ideas and make our experience here at Fort Zeller extra unique. Now, moving on, the Mindful March Kindness Challenge yesterday was to mentally scan down your body and notice what it is feeling. If you participated with me in the Mindful Minute yesterday, you automatically met that challenge because I helped guide you through paying attention to every single part of your body, or most parts of the body. But my added challenge to those of you guys who kept up with the invitation to participate in the Mindful Minute was this. Did you do the body scan throughout the day? Did you notice how your body might have changed and how it was feeling throughout the day? And if you did not participate in the Mindful Minute, did you do a body scan sometime during the day? And what did you notice about how you felt in a particular place and time? We'll go over the next Mindful Minute, the next Kindness Challenge for today at the end of the morning announcements. But for now, don't forget our 3 expectations here at the school are: number 1, be respectful; number 2, be responsible; and number 3, show that you're ready to learn. Don't forget, those 3 expectations are important not just in your classroom, but also in the hallways, in the cafeteria, on the playground, even on the bus. And I should also add, these 3 expectations are important to show outside of school, at home even. Think about what respect and responsibility and readiness look like even at home. The B-Bucks Cafeteria Challenge is still going on. As you might have noticed, I was not in school yesterday, so I do not have an updated leaderboard, but at this moment, what I do have is that Miss Eshelman's class is in the first place position, Miss Booth's class is in the second place position, and then Miss McDonald and Miss Ogrechek's classes are tied in the third place position. And now, let us enter into our Mindful Minute. I invite you to take a seat like I am right here on the floor, crisscross applesauce. You may lay down. You can sit on a chair. If you're in a classroom that has flexible seating, like a yoga ball, you can sit there too, or on a cushion. You can stand. Assume a position that allows you to be very aware of where you are right now at this present moment. And if it feels right, close your eyes. If you don't want to close your eyes, that is absolutely okay. You can just gaze upon a part of the classroom or a point on the floor. Soften your gaze. Most importantly, anchor your awareness in this present place and time through your breath. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. As is often the case with me, and I'm willing to bet for you too, that first breath might feel a little bit hurried and less intentional. So let's go ahead and breathe in again, fill up our belly with that inhale, and really savor and allow our shoulders to sink as we exhale. Let's do it now. Much better. Now today I want to encourage you to use the techniques that we've taught you throughout this year, whether it's the starfish breathing, the smelling of the flower and blowing out the candle, or as one of our first grade girls likes to imagine, the smelling of a rose and the blowing of the white wishing flower. You can also breathe in by dragging your hand up along one of your arms up towards your shoulders, and then exhaling and dragging back out towards your fingertips. You may have your own techniques of calmly and more deliberately and intentionally paying attention to your breathing. And as you do that, expand your awareness to how you feel within your body. The aches and pains, the creaks, the soreness or the tightness in your shoulders. Just like we did yesterday. But today, I want to encourage you to notice something else you're feeling, such as your emotions. Oftentimes, our emotions are influenced by not the present. Oftentimes, our emotions are influenced by things from the past. An argument with a brother or sister at the bus stop might leave you a little bit angry. Perhaps a funny joke on the bus leaves you happy. Oftentimes our emotions are also governed by things that haven't even happened, like the future. An upcoming test has us nervous, perhaps. Not knowing what bus that you may ride because it wasn't clear may leave you a little bit confused. Think about all of those emotions because whether they started from things in the past or things in the future, they're real. They're inside of you. So sit with those emotions and don't try to change them. Don't judge it as good or bad. Just sit with it. Try to understand that emotion, that feeling, and allow it to tell you what it needs to tell you. Always breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Pay good attention to those emotions. Give it the attention it deserves. Don't hide it. Again, like I said, don't change it. Just simply seek to understand it. Expand your emotions or your thoughts about your emotions, your attention towards those emotions. Think about how it's impacting your body. A classic example for me is that when I'm nervous, my shoulders tighten up. The muscles, actual muscles tighten up. When I'm nervous, I feel like I have butterflies in my stomach. Think about how those emotions are impacting you. Again, don't try to change those emotions. Don't act as if they were bad or good. Just let them be as they are and seek to understand it, and in due time those emotions will dissipate and disappear. Now in a moment you'll hear a bell or a chime. Listen to it as it gets quieter and quieter. And if you can't hear it anymore, at that moment, you can awaken and open your eyes and take in the world around you. Welcome to a new day right here at the fort, where you are loved, where you are cared for, and where we want you to succeed. Whether you have a great day or not is ultimately your choice. So choose wisely, work at it, and enjoy the rewards. At this moment, please stand and face the flag for the Pledge of Allegiance, after which I will come back and I will share with you our new kindness challenge for today. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Great job. Your kindness challenge for today is this: tune into your feelings without judging or trying to change them. Yeah, if you participated in the Mindful Minute today, you already met the kindness challenge for the day. If you didn't, I encourage you to still get in touch with the feelings and the emotions that are going on inside of your body. And just because you already did it this morning doesn't mean you can't do it later on. That is one of the most interesting things, most intriguing things about us as human beings, is that our feelings and emotions change. So, for a moment at lunch, sit quietly, even with the hustle and bustle and the noises in the cafeteria, and try to scan your own emotions. Have they changed? Are you still nervous about the same things? Are you still impacted by the same things in the past in the same way? If you do it multiple times throughout the day, you'll notice that your feelings and your emotions change, and that's a great thing. So often, the things that make us upset don't often last. It's kind of nice to pay attention to that. And things that make us overly happy, they too don't last, and that's okay. You can practice gratitude for those moments when we are so happy and blessed. Now, your teachers will be asking you about your plans to continue this kindness challenge, but don't forget you as a student are just as important as a human being. Look at your teacher throughout the day and ask them, are they in touch with their feelings? Have they too stopped and kind of noticed those feelings without trying to change them, without trying to judge them? Our teachers are human. You're human. We are all equally important in this world. And with that, let me set you off to a wonderful Tuesday. I can't wait to see you guys around. I can't wait to hear about the great things that you guys will embark on today. It all starts with yourself. Make the good decisions. Be kind and compassionate with each other. And don't forget always, respect, responsibility, and readiness. I'll see you around.